Google just hit us over the head with this new AI technology. A few days ago, image editing as we know it completely changed. Google dropped a bombshell, introducing Gemini Flash 2.5 image, also known by its quirky name, Nano Banana. And yes, that name is funny, but don't let it fool you. What this technology is capable of might be the biggest threat Adobe has faced in years. If you've ever struggled with Photoshop's complex tools, layers, brushes, and filters, this will feel like stepping out of the Stone Age. Instead of painstakingly editing, pixel by pixel, now you can simply tell Nano Banana what you want changed in a photo. And it does just it, instantly, effortlessly. And here's the kicker, it maintains the consistency of the original image. That means no more warped faces, no mismatched lighting, no "that looks fake" vibe. For animators, graphic designers, or even casual creators, this could unlock massive productivity gains. Imagine working on character art. Normally, you have to spend hours, sometimes days, drawing or redrawing every little pose or variation. Now, all it takes is a single prompt, no talent required, no expensive tools, just words. Here's the wild part. Google has finally done something it hasn't done in years. It went back to its roots, back to building cool, jaw-dropping tech that feels like science fiction. Flash 2.5 makes even the best open-source AI models look ancient. Stable Diffusion? Microsoft Paint compared to this. Today, we're going to break down exactly what Nano Banana can do, why everyone's suddenly joking about buying puts on Adobe stock, and whether this tool really marks the beginning of the end for Photoshop. A giant leap in AI image editing. First, let's talk about raw capability. Nano Banana is not just a gimmick. It's already ranked at the top of LM Marina leaderboard. And yet, despite its power, it's surprisingly affordable. Through the API, generating a single image costs just 3.9 cents. Think about that. Less than 4 cents for something that would have taken you hours with traditional tools. But that's not all. Rumor suggests Google has developed an even more advanced version, nicknamed Grande Banana. Unfortunately, if history tells us anything, this powerhouse will probably stay locked away, reserved for Google's internal projects. Still, the version we do have access to is plenty powerful. The game changer, character consistency. One of the biggest breakthroughs and the feature people are most excited about is called the character consistency. Here's why this matters. Traditionally, AI-generated art has a huge problem. You might get one good image, but the second you try to recreate the same character in a new scene, everything falls apart. The hair color changes, the face shifts, the style gets weird. Nano Banana changes that. If you start an image of a person, a pet, or even an object, the model can now blend it with new context while keeping the original character intact. That's huge. For example, one user successfully blended 13 images into a single coherent scene. That kind of consistency was unheard of before. And let's be real, it has some hilarious applications too. Don't have money for a professional headshot in a suit for your LinkedIn? No problem. Just prompt Nano Banana and boom, suddenly you're dressed like a Fortune 500 CEO. Now, if you happen to work in the shadows of government conspiracies, you might even use it to create a Mandela effect moment, like removing the cornucopia from Fruit of the Loom logo. Yes, apparently that's a real thing. The killer use case, game development. But maybe the most exciting application is in game development. If you've ever tried to make a game, you know that one of the biggest bottlenecks is creating art assets. Every character, every animation, every environment. It all takes forever. Now, imagine this. You design one base character. Then you prompt Nano Banana to generate the exact same character in every pose you need for animation. Running, jumping, attacking, you name it. Even better, you can ask Gemini to generate an entire sprite sheet with every pose in one go. What used to take weeks now takes minutes. The only catch? If you plan to publish your game on any platforms like Steam, you'll have to disclose any AI-generated assets. And you can't fake it because Google quietly embeds an invisible watermark called the Synth ID into every image it generates. Pretty clever, right? Nano Banana knows the real world. here's where things get even crazier. Nano Banana isn't just a tool for editing. It also has a surprising understanding of the real world. Picture this. You open Google Maps, drop a pin somewhere random, and ask, what would I see if I stood here? Nano Banana can generate a photorealistic image of that exact spot. Or, let's say you're more of a hands-on visual learner. You can sketch something step by step, and the model will fill in the details. For instance, you're mapping out your AWS infrastructure with doodles. Nano Banana transforms it into a polished diagram. And yes, it even handles text inside images. That means making memes, mockups, or Instagram ads just got way easier. Though, to be fair, it's not perfect. Sometimes, the text comes out garbled, with extra characters like a typo machine on caffeine. The flaws you should know about. As revolutionary as tech is, it's not flawless. First, Nano Banana has a habit of ignoring prompts. You ask it for one thing, and it gives you something else. Or worse, nothing at all. Second, while character consistency is impressive, it's not magic. Try it on a real human face. You'll often still see that weird, uncanny valley look. And of course, because this is a Google product, it's heavily censored. Anything remotely NSFW, forget it. The model won't touch it. But honestly, these limitations don't overshadow how groundbreaking this tool is. It's clear that we've just entered a new era of image editing, one where creativity is limited, but only by imagination, not skill. Before we go deeper into what this means for the future of creators, let me quickly ask, if you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Tech Bowl. We cover the latest and wildest innovations in tech, and your support helps us keep making these deep dives possible. Alright, back to Nano Banana. What this means for the future. This isn't just a tool. It's a glimpse of how AI will reshape entire industries. Think about advertising. Instead of hiring a whole creative team, companies can generate ad mockups in minutes. Think about indie creators. Instead of paying for stock photos, they can generate unique images tailored to their vision. Think about education. Teachers could create visual aids, diagrams, or storyboards instantly. But here's the question. Does this mean Adobe is doomed? Not necessarily. Photoshop still has decades of brand trust and workflows baked into the professional world. But let's be honest, if Google keeps improving Nano Banana at this pace, Photoshop could become the next typewriter. Nostalgic, but obsolete. So, is Nano Banana perfect? No. Does it always listen? No. But is it one of the biggest leaps forward in creative AI we've seen this year? Absolutely. And the fact that it's cheap, fast, and ridiculously easy to use makes it even more disruptive. Whether you're a designer, an animator, a game dev, or just someone who wants a LinkedIn photo without buying a suit, Nano Banana is changing the game. So what do you think? Is Google's Nano Banana the depth of Photoshop? Or is it just another flashy toy that'll fade away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the Tech Bowl for more deep dives into the world of AI and tech. We've got plenty more mind-blowing innovations to cover, and you won't want to miss them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.